Komodo hype.
Well, we're a bit early, but welcome to this week's podcast on YouTube. Wait, we're not on YouTube, are we?
Nope.
There was an attempt.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We were last week. I said we were gonna be on YouTube this week. Well, apparently, YouTube makes you wait 24 hours before you can start streaming for whatever reason. So here we are on Twitch this week. I don't know if this is a sign or if it's just I don't know if it's a sign that A, we should stick to Twitch, or a sign that B, Taryn needs to not host things.
I'm pretty sure we can stream to both at the same time, right? Like there's nothing preventing us.
Have to. Oh no. We're not big enough to have a contract or be affiliated with Twitch or anything like that. So it's fine. Either way, yet is the key word there. Either way, we're here. We're live, episode 19. We've made it this far. And same hosts as always. Myself, Taryn, followed by Kobe.
Hello.
We got Foosh.
How's it going?
And then lastly, but not least, Adam.
Oh, hello.
All right. Well, it's weirder and weirder with you, but
That's life.
we'll power through and talk about something that's been on my mind recently and a lot of other people's, and that's pretty much just cryptocurrency, primarily NFTs. You guys hear about all that stuff?
I've heard a lot about NFT.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
no, I mean a little, but
do we all know
it's still an
what
enigma.
what I'm trying to think like e-currency, Bitcoins, blockchain, NFTs are, or should we explain what that is? Or is it safe to say that almost everybody everyone should know about what these are nowadays.
I don't think that's safe
Probably,
because I'm a computer scientist and I'm still not sure what that all is, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I know what cryptocurrency is. I don't know anything about it.
Like I have a vague understanding of a blockchain, but that's about it.
Who's you're gonna say something?
I was gonna say, you should probably just explain it in case like there's someone that doesn't know.
Okay. Well,
Either
I
way.
know the bare like minimum of it, right? Like, I don't think we need to go like super in detail with it. Because frankly, I don't think I'm qualified enough to give an accurate description of what it is. I don't know if any of you guys are either. But you know what? You know, cryptocurrency. I mean, I think it's pretty straightforward in the sense of let's see. I mean, and cryptocurrency and NFTs all work off the blockchain, right?
Yeah.
And basically, all it is really it's just that blockchain. It's essentially like a form of digital records with said item. So if you have like a Bitcoin, for example, it keeps track of who and what all happened to that specific coin, making it unique and thus protected against being, faked or fraud, right? So like if Adam gives me a Bitcoin, that Bitcoin keeps a record of saying, oh, okay, Adam traded me 1 Bitcoin on such and such date, and his stock went from 5 to 4, and then it shows, okay, gave to Taryn. Now Taryn has 5, has 6, he had 5, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Make sure every transaction is cryptographically unique because it's built off of all of the other previous transactions.
Yep. And then essentially the way like Bitcoin mining works is that blockchain, that set of records has to go through, and all the miners that you hear about, like buying up all the video cards and such like that, they basically, the miners, whoever mines that the fastest, or if it takes a group of people to mine it, whatever contribution, you get a set, you get like set amount of Bitcoin from that mine, right? So from processing all that big algorithm, mathematical problem, whatever like that, that's how you get more Bitcoins into existence, is by calculating that whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It just gives you a hard puzzle, and if you solve it, you get a fraction of a Bitcoin. But everybody's trying to solve it at once. So
yeah, but if you solve it the fastest and one of the first to solve it, I think you get more of it or something like that. Too.
Yeah, it's distributed somehow like that.
Mm-hmm. So that's basically cryptocurrency in a nutshell, right? And then that's the same with NFTs, except NFTs are like artwork, right? Like digital media, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then NFT, I think, stands for non-fungible transaction for some reason.
Non-fungible token.
Token, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So, and so first of all, that pretty much, I think that gives a good idea of what cryptocurrency and NFTs are. All right, cryptocurrency has been around for a while. I mean, obviously the most famous one's Bitcoin, but I think there's like a shit ton, like Ethereum, Dogecoin, whatever you want to talk about, right? I think more and more are getting created every day, and it's really just depends on the worth of it, of like whoever's wanting to use it, right? Whoever's like backing it. And then NFTs are more recent. I think just like last year, towards the end of last year, is when they started like kind of gaining a lot of popularity.
I only heard about them like 2 weeks ago, maybe. So I don't know when they came out.
It's hard to say. I've been hearing a lot about it, so I can't exactly remember when they came out exactly. But that's the new one, right? And that's what's causing a lot of controversy, especially with a lot of things. So I guess, first of all, let's just read the room here. What do you guys feel about cryptocurrency and NFTs?
Man, I don't know.
What's the thought process behind them? What do you like them? Hate them? Do you have any gripes against them?
I don't feel like I know enough about them to really form an opinion. Like the moment, I really don't care about them. Like, you know what I mean?
Does anybody have cryptocurrency? If they're willing to disclose that, I do not.
Nope.
Oh no, I'm sitting on a fat load that I don't want to disclose.
It.
Karen's got so many Dogecoin under his
No,
chair right
dude,
now.
if I had that, I'd be telling it every. I would already been cashed out, and I'd be living in a house somewhere.
That's
No, I
fair.
don't have anything, and it's one of those things too where it's like, it's interesting, but it still scares me because the
Yeah.
reason why it scares me is just the sheer cost of, like, let's say a Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Like, for some reason that my mind can't comprehend why that's so expensive. Is it just because there's so many people diving into it, backing it up essentially?
Yeah, that's basically just economics. There's a huge amount of demand and not that much supply. That's all that is. And the sad thing is the demand is basically just like same thing that happened with GameStop. It's a lot of circle jerking, it
Mhm.
sounds like. I don't know. Like I have nothing against the technology behind cryptocurrencies and NFTs, but the community gives me bad vibes because they're very, very excited about that, and I'm not about that energy.
Yeah, I think I can agree with that.
It's like Rick and Morty fans. Like I love Rick and Morty, it's a good show, but we don't need to destroy any McDonald's over it.
Oh, come on, man! But the Szechuan chicken, come on.
I am bummed that I never tried that when it was out again, but oh well.
I don't think it's really that good, anyways, if we're being honest. But getting back to cryptocurrency, yeah, I mean, I think that's a safe assumption because it's like it definitely just seems like because it's been like cryptocurrency's been around for a while, right? So we all have heard the story of the guy buying a pizza with one, right? And then now it's like worth like
Yeah.
fucking so much money. Yeah, whatever, no one cares. But like, I just don't. It's hard for me to like, because I guess it's like one of those things too, where it's just like it's probably the same, feeling that people had when like paper currency became a thing. You know what I mean? Or like coin currency became a thing. It's like, why the fuck would you do that when you could just trade a pig? That's stupid.
Mhm.
Okay, don't follow me off on this tangent, but I have to say it. Remember a couple of weeks ago when we talked about how like things don't exist? Well,
Yep.
we've went from things not existing, like you could have a coin and you say that coin has value, but it's really just a chunk of metal. Now we're just saying this idea on a computer has a $20,000 value.
Well,
What are we, humans? But
that's what I
anyway,
was gonna lead into with the NFTs, because like cryptocurrency to a certain extent I could understand and I could get behind if like the bar of entry were like if we could like somehow transition like physical currency over into like Bitcoin or like whatever cryptocurrency we decide on going with, right? Because I do think that would probably be the future. Um, just because it's a little bit more secure and I think it's a little bit faster too in terms of like transactions and whatnot. Don't quote me on that because I haven't really read into it a whole lot. But I think that like it's the barrier to entry is the hardest one, right? It's getting the casual Joe Schmo like Foosh into cryptocurrency is the hardest part, and that's why I don't think it's ever gonna go like be crazy, right? But now NFTs, going off of Adam's point, that's a whole nother thing because like the weird thing is like it's like, have you guys do you guys like Beeple? Are you aware of him?
is that one of those artists that did the
No.
big NFT thingy?
Dude, he made like fucking so fucking much money selling his artwork because this guy Beeple. Sorry, Kobe, were you gonna say something before I go off?
No, no.
Okay, so Beeple, he's been a big digital artist for like several years. Like his whole shtick is he makes like a new digital art piece like every year, or not every year, like every day. Like he makes a new one like every single day, and he's been doing this for like years. So like he sold some of his collection on NFTs and made like, oh, I can't even remember the amount. 70 million? Is that too much? That was a lot of money.
Damn.
It's a lot of money. I don't know.
No, I think it was 7 million. Someone around there. The point is it's a shit ton of fucking
Still a lot
money.
of money.
Yeah, and the weird thing is like he's doing it a different way because normally with an NFT is, let's say you're an artist, you post something up there, and you can sell like just a copy of it, or you can run like a print of it, right? In the sense of
Mhm.
like selling 600 copies. So if you were one of the ones who bought 600 or one of the 600, you'd get the artwork and it's theoretically yours, but then you're like copy of, like 103 out of 600, right? But
Mhm.
here's the thing, you don't actually own it to my knowledge because the original artist still keeps like copyright and stuff like that at like full ownership ownership of the art piece, and like you don't have the like you just have a like you're basically paying money for like a digital letter that says, "Hey, you own this." Like I don't
So
understand that.
Yeah, it's
can it be
like
described as like buying like the license to play music? Like some
Mm,
music you kind of like.
no,
no,
because they're
because
not technically able to share it or like use it. You know, they're not like they own it, but they can't necessarily like
True.
advertise
so
it. I guess, right? Would that be the word? I don't know.
the
Yeah.
way I understood it is like normally you say without an NFT you buy a digital artwork from a dude, say it's a 3D model. There's nothing really stopping you from creating digital copies and redistributing that to your friends and stuff. So, you know,
Yeah, I definitely don't think
it,
that.
it but with an NFT you have a proof of transaction. So you can still distribute the artwork to your friends, but you have an NFT saying I bought this first.
Well, see, that's the thing. But like, there's really no difference from that and just downloading the image,
Yep.
other than the fact
Like,
that, hey, I bought this. So unless somehow
yeah.
all like artwork funnels through that system, and the only way you're supposed to like get artwork is through there, it serves no purpose to me. But going back to Beeple, the cool thing what he's doing is, so all the people who bought his artworks, he's actually making a physical like display, like a digital like display that shows the artwork, the number, and then it's like a moving picture and stuff like that. It's fucking cool.
Whoa.
Then you got other people who are just selling a fucking gif of a taco. So the spectrum's just
Yeah.
wild.
Isn't
Yeah, there's a big
the
difference.
isn't the NBA doing something like that too with like you can buy a clip of people doing cool things and it has an NFT so you own that clip.
Maybe. I don't know.
I
Prob-
think I heard something. It's like replacing basketball cards or something, but I don't know.
Oh,
It's
that's interesting.
NBA Top Shot
is
officially
that it?
licensed digital collectibles. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, that'd be cool if you got like a physical thing, like I was telling like people did. You know what I mean? Like if you got like a small screen that was like a card, that would be fucking cooler than a fucking normalized baseball card, in my opinion.
That would be pretty cool.
But then, getting on a more serious note, though, I mean, have you guys heard about the whole argument with against NFTs?
The environment stuff.
Yeah, I don't really
Yeah.
understand that a whole lot, but apparently, like one transaction of an NFT like burns like 40 years of like electric usage or something like that, according from like a France study or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't looked into it, but that's what people are claiming. I don't think every NFT transaction uses that much. I think it
Mhm.
varies on something. I'm guessing an NFT probably signs the artwork, so the bigger the artwork, the more energy it'll take. But yeah, I mean, basically, cryptography to make something unique, it takes a lot of computation power. That's
Mhm.
why we have passwords that are secure and we can communicate securely on the internet. Most of those functions are impossible to compute. But if you get 20 GPUs and run them all at once and suck the town's power dry to create your NFT for your dick butt drawing, you know, it adds up. You got to crunch those numbers, and numbers take power.
See, I guess I don't really. I mean, I guess if you like work it back, right? Because like I don't know, it's like weird, like using like, oh man, you're wasting electricity. For some reason, that doesn't sound right for me because it's like one of those things where it's like, well, once you've created it, haven't you technically wasted it unless it's being used or stored?
I mean, I think the argument is instead of running all your 20 GPUs to create an NFT, you could also just sell your art like a normal person and let that electricity move on to the next house to power
Well,
little Jimmy.
I get that, but like just like not worrying about that for a minute, like electricity wise, it's like once you've made it, you've technically wasted it unless you do something with it, correct?
What are we talking about, the NFT?
No, just like electricity in general, like
Um,
power.
uh,
huh?
Like,
I mean, we
because Because like I don't
What?
get how like they're saying
Why
like
is it?
you're wasting 40 years of electricity. Like that electricity is like is going to be used either way, right?
Yeah. The argument is that it's being used on stupid stuff. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, because like, well, because then environmental too, or it's like if you take it back, where it's like, okay, well, let's say like a coal plant or something like that's generating electricity, right? You're just like wasting fossil fuels and blah 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 blah. But like, let's say if you're using this like as renewable energy, which is hard to, if it's a closed system, right? You're using renewable energy for it. You're not really wasting anything, correct?
As long as if it's renewable and you can create enough energy fast enough to supply the NFT creation as well as whatever else is in the system, sure,
Mm-hmm.
that's not wasting anything. But I don't think that's the system we're in.
Oh, it's definitely not the system that we're in. But I
Yeah.
just like I find it funny with that argument though, because it's just like, well, it's like it's already there. It's already made to a certain extent, right? It's not like you're creating more energy to use that. You probably are at some point in the line, but I don't know.
I
It
mean,
seems like a funny argument. Then again,
the
keep
only
in mind I haven't
thing,
really read into it a whole lot.
the only thing I could like see would be them trying to argue like, oh, you're drawing more power, so you're putting more of a demand on the grid. But like, I don't think you're gonna doing an NFT. I don't think like one person's gonna put so much. It's gonna put so much demand. It's gonna like you know overload the system or anything like that.
Well, if you are in Texas a couple of weeks or a month ago or something, one man with an NFT that in his heart could have destroyed everything.
One man with 60, 30,
Yeah.
90s in his in his house. I need this power more than the hospital, damn it.
I guess another question we should be asking is how much power is it using like per second? Like how long does it take to create an NFT? I have no idea.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think like yeah, that's I listened to the example and the description of what an NFT is because I don't think you're actually encoding the whole NFT because that would just take too much space and it'd just be too much. I don't think we're there quite yet. So it's like a different method in terms of like getting that all set up somehow. So like you're not actually like transferring the NFT, I don't think. Like it's kind of like making like a token instead of actually like doing the whole image, if that makes sense. I think
Okay.
that's what it is. I could be wrong.
That's
though.
probably where the token part comes in NFT.
Yeah, because it's you're more getting a token instead of the artwork, and then like whatever website like auction site that you get it from, you get the artwork along with that token, and then that's kind of how it proves it. So because I don't think you can I don't think you can take like a piece of art and like encode that whole thing. Like that'd just be overkill. And at that point, you are definitely
So,
wasting electricity.
so 2 years ago, I think I found what you guys were talking about. There's a French artist that he was like a climate activist, and he was like protesting against like coal mining and stuff.
hmm
So he went to selling his stuff online with like NFTs and shit. And the work he placed on an auction on a website, they sold out in 10 seconds for thousands of dollars. The cell consumed 8.7 megawatt hours of energy, which was equivalent to him using 2 years of energy in his studio.
Wow.
God damn.
Yeah, because I
And
mean,
then
like,
expense.
because that whole like the whole mining, right? Get back to that, like processing that transaction has to go through like several, and I mean like several computers, like probably hundreds of computers. I don't know how many systems it would have to go through, but
Yeah, I don't know. Do blockchain like when a transaction happens on a blockchain, does it go through every server to verify it?
so it
Or
goes
just
through like
that?
pretty much all the miners that are like currently working on that. I think,
Okay.
yeah. I don't know the exact details of it or how it works, but basically, like the way it gets processed is through all the miners. So, like, if you have so many miners, see that's the thing. I don't know where it's capped. You know what I mean? Like, if it's like specific, like one or two miners get it, or like goes through every miner gets like a bit of it. I really don't. But it's neat. It's a neat thing. I still don't necessarily like cryptocurrency. I could get behind. NFTs make no fucking sense to me.
I
It's just
agree.
I mean, I guess I see why. Like I'm not the kind of guy to collect things. Like I guess I have a lot of mugs, but I really don't care about them.
yeah.
You
What was
know?
that? What was that Snapchat you sent me like fucking like 3 Viking horn cups that you got? Huh?
Hey, that was an impulse buy, and I love it. I'm drinking out of that there right now. Makes drinking water so much more fun. Yeah, but like I don't care to have something that says I bought this and it's mine and it's unique and it's awesome. Like
Yeah.
it's a cup. Like if I want artwork, I just want the artwork, and I don't really care past that point whether I officially own it or not. As long as I'm not illegally owning it anyway. I don't want to condone breaking laws, but
Yeah. To me, NFTs is just another form of high class like collection.
yeah, it sounds accurate.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like it's like with the NFTs, it's definitely just like people who are like, oh man, I like the sensation of owning something, so let me spend all this money for like a digital coin that tells me I own this.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know. Like, I can get behind like physical objects where it's like people would want to own something, right? That makes sense. But like digital, it's hard. It's hard for me to wrap my head around it. I mean, call me a boomer or something, but it doesn't pique my chub.
I mean, I'm a simpleton that likes shiny objects, so if you could send me an actual coin instead, I would prefer it. Nice and glittery.
What if cryptocurrency becomes the new main currency
Well, see,
and
that's
like
that's what I was thinking.
plastic and like and cash just becomes obsolete?
I mean, I'm
Personally, I,
fine with
I think it will. I mean, with
Yeah.
the direction of technology moving forward, I mean, most things are going digital, right? So realistically, the bar of entry is just the medium of which you choose to access that digital space. So it's very possible that cryptocurrency is going to be the next form of currency.
Interesting. So that at that point, then, do we just move into a form of digital bartering
Probably.
where you would use NFTs and be like,
Well,
"Yo, I have this NFT of fucking something. I'll trade you this for this."
would the government be able to tell you what it's worth and decide what it's worth?
Does the government do that now?
I
Where does the
mean,
value of a dollar come from? Please help.
the value of the dollar is what they say the value of the dollar is. It's not backed by anything.
That's
Like
true.
how it used to
Yeah.
be backed by
Um,
gold. It's backed by nothing now, so it's worth what they say it's worth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's no reason why cryptocurrency could take over. Plus, if you
It's
think
like that
about it,
episode of Rick and Morty.
which one? It's like an episode
Uh,
of Rick and Morty, or are you just saying
yeah, it's
that?
like that one that no, it's that one. It's that one episode where
Oh,
So
where
the
he
value
the
collapses the
aliens
government.
take over. Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's
he
like,
who
"All right, we
owns-
just make all the currency worth zero."
Yeah. Are
he
we
who
gonna use
controls the
dukes? Are we gonna
controls the world.
teleport them in the city? No, no, kids. Great suggestion, but watch me how topple a city with just a change of a 1 to a 0.
To a zero.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it's the way of the future for sure. Because if you think about it too, cryptocurrency is like global, right?
Yeah, it's not. What's the word? It's not centralized. It's distributed. So that that means everybody controls it, and there's a lot of stupid people in the world. That's kind of scary too.
But here's the thing, though. It's with the blockchain. It's very secure. So, like,
Yeah.
I honestly, I'd feel more safe using cryptocurrency than I would actual currency. At least in the sense of like never being able to like lose it unless
Hmm.
shit just decides to disappear.
I would be a little concerned. Yeah, you just lose your password to your encrypted hard drive, and then there goes your life savings.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
No, but
the
I,
storage methods. I'm sure would change, but
I would be concerned about inflation and deflation and the economy because right now we have systems in place to inject and remove money from the system to keep things stable when pandemics hit. We can try to prevent economic collapses
we'll see. That would
because we have
like,
a centralized system. But
yeah,
if we don't have it, what's going to
yeah.
happen? Everybody's going to panic.
Well, it's also hard too because it's like how would different countries do different things with it? You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
would that cause any issues? So I mean, maybe it won't be a thing until the whole world just gets united under one
Oh,
dictatorship.
War
is that
plan.
what we don't want to happen, though?
That's gonna happen. Come on, we've watched all the future movies, like science fiction movies.
Ah.
Okay, it's bound to happen.
I've read 1984. I know how it's going down.
Exactly.
I mean, if you think about it, with like United Nations and NATO, we're getting pretty close to that.
I mean, if we're being honest,
So
maybe not the dictatorship, but like one government to rule them all doesn't necessarily sound bad.
Getting countries to cooperate and getting that to work is
Yeah.
the impossible part.
You gotta weed out the bad eggs, you know.
You know,
The,
so
the
like,
people who want freedom.
what kind of government is it gonna be, too? Like, that's another thing.
all
Yeah.
I'm asking is, are we at war with Eurasia or East Asia? And then I
Uh,
disappear.
oh boy.
And then Adam's no longer a thing.
I never existed.
He's replaced with Adam 2, the non-bugged cyborg. I don't know. It's a neat thing. I think it's still in its infancy, for sure, especially with
Oh, yeah.
NFTs. But I mean, I don't know. I'm excited to see where it goes. 20 years down the road with us and stuff like that. Because that's the biggest thing. I'm so curious about how the world, maybe not the world, but like how life is going to change moving forward, especially like after COVID, like remote work and stuff like that. It's like I feel like this is the turning point where a lot of things are just like we're going to shift into the digital age even more.
Hmm.
Yeah, cyberpunk, it's happening.
It'll also be interesting to like, if you think
Oh God,
about.
watch out for all the bugs. Oh God.
uh,
What were you saying, Foosh? Sorry.
I would say it'd be interesting because like, as many like, as big of like the climate activists and the push for like uh going green and stuff, like if it has a big of a carbon footprint as they're saying it does,
Well, if it
there'll
all
be a big
switches
push
to
against it too.
well, if it all switches to renewable energy, which a lot of countries are already moving towards, it shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah,
Shouldn't
but
be.
that's a separate issue. We're moving to
Keyword,
renewable.
shouldn't.
They could theoretically also find less energy intensive ways of mining. But
Yeah.
the weird thing about that is they claim you're not creating currency from nothing because you're spending wear and tear on your hardware and you're spending electricity to obtain it.
Yep.
So it's not what's the Full Metal Alchemist line? The law of equivalent exchange. That's got to be a thing in the economy. So if you make it more efficient, then what are you spending to create this new currency?
I
It'd
mean, if
have
you think about it though, like it's just from like when we used to use actual gold to trade, right? Like once our technique for finding gold and harvesting gold, collecting it got better, we just got more gold in. But then eventually, something happened. Now we just say a dollar's a dollar, and don't talk about it.
a dollar's a dollar. We're at war with Eurasia, and we always have been. And,
There was
it's
never a
dealing
life
with
before this. You're confused. It was all a dream from the previous robot. Wait, what? Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I dig it. I don't know where we go from here though, but cool.
I mean, I wouldn't have predicted this. I wonder what other technologies blockchain can be used for, though.
Everything. Or like, I guess, what do you
I,
mean? Like with technology? Like what technology are you like
well,
thinking?
yeah, like blockchain itself is just a system for creating unique. I don't want to say transactions when we're not talking about currency, but creating unique events on a chain. So it's a unique chain of
It's just a
events.
form of filing system. That's all it is.
Yeah. So, but I wonder what else that can be used for. Because I mean, I never would have thought that NFTs were going to be a thing. I wouldn't have predicted that. I wouldn't have predicted cryptocurrency, but that was probably because I didn't know what a blockchain was before then.
I mean, any
But
sort
I
of
wonder
digital
where else
media,
it could be
maybe
applied.
like
Yeah.
videos, movies, games. I could see games being a thing. any sort of software, possibly. It depends on how easy you're able to do that. But I could see it.
We could assign each human a unique ID on a blockchain.
Oh God.
That would be. I'm not sure that would actually work because, like, I'm not sure. Like,
What purpose would that serve? Like,
just to waste energy, I guess.
but they're like, what would it track though? Like where you're going? Like, okay, Taryn went to Starbucks at
Well, it could be
8:42.
like it would be a unique identifier. And so when you're born, that transaction could be entered on the blockchain, and that's your new social security number or something. I don't know.
Oh my God, the future dystopian world. It's like baby's given a name and a blockchain.
That would be beautiful.
Hey, can we backtrack a little bit to the one world government thing?
Sure.
Okay.
This was an hour ago. Treasury Secretary Yellen says the U.S. is in talks with other world leaders to create and implement a global minimum tax.
A minimum
What?
tax?
Oh man, I want to.
Minimum tax.
What does that mean? Like everyone has to at least pay that tax?
Yeah, there's
like
a
set
minimum
tax?
tax. There's a set minimum for taxes globally.
What does that contribute and solve?
We can use the tax to make sure the global economy thrives based on a more level playing field than the taxation of multinational corporations.
I don't trust this.
Sounds fishy.
I want to see. Okay, I don't want to see this because it's
And,
horrible.
top comments: one world government, baby.
Let's go,
Yeah.
baby!
Yeah.
So you know that island, like off the coast of India or Africa or wherever, where those people have never
Sure.
really interacted with a human because people have tried going there and they shoot them full of arrows and probably eat them or whatever.
Yeah.
Are we going to tax them?
Is that Madagascar?
I don't
No.
think so.
Is it real tiny?
It's pretty tiny, yeah.
I mean, look at Fuchsia's dick, and then subtract about
Ooh,
5.
Smaller. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's well, I mean, they'd be like talking bacteria size at that point in time.
Oh my God. Oh my God, it's a
Damn.
microcolony. They have spears! They have spears, Steven! I don't know. I think we just don't give a shit about them. Unless their island has resources that we need.
You got any oil over there?
Has any country gave a shit about them to this point?
Apparently,
I think they're under protection of whoever they're closest to. Like, it's illegal to go there because somebody owns it and refuses to do anything about it. Which,
I don't know why we need to fuck with them.
Yeah.
Ooh, here's a good question. Do you think we should like introduce them, or like let's say like theoretically if they didn't kill us, right, and they wanted to come in, take the next steps forward? I mean, should we even interact with them, or do we keep them isolated? That sounds horrible. That sounds horrible saying that. I don't want them to be like a zoo.
No, like if they wanted to like progress, like I'd say yeah, but like if they want you to stay out, then like you should probably just leave them alone.
Yeah.
They've been vibing.
They've been alive all this time.
Right? They've made it this far, with no help. I mean, I feel like they can keep going if they don't want the help. All right.
What if it's like a Wakanda situation?
I was just gonna say, what if it's like Wakanda? Where
They're
it's just the front.
Oh.
Yeah, we do the spirit killing and stuff like that, but we just do that for the show. We realistically we got a mountain full of vibranium back here.
We got lines drawn in the sand. All right, you make it past this third line, that's when we turn on the lasers in our spears and we just evaporate you.
Oh man,
that would be so amazing when that happened, though. Just some like nature documentary, helicopters flying overhead and just gets lasered to death, and the rest of the world's like, shit.
As you can see, we're traveling over the island now that is the home to the last indigenous people of Earth, and then poof. Don't look
Nobody
indigenous
knows
to me.
what happened.
like a whole King Kong situation or something like that. Finally go in the kaiju era. There's an era to live in right there. Speaking of that, didn't that movie come out? King Kong
Yeah.
versus Godzilla. I need to watch that. I
Yeah.
heard it's pretty
I don't know
good.
if I will.
I heard I've heard the opposite.
What do you mean?
I've heard it's just not good.
I mean, the story, it's probably shit, but they're all shit.
Yeah,
but I heard
the story's bad.
like there's a
and
lot
apparently
of
they
good
don't fight
combat
for very
though.
long.
What? I heard the opposite. I heard there's a lot of like butt to nut.
Well, if we
Like-
both heard the opposite, this is probably not a good movie.
I don't know, man. I'm holding my hopes out for it. I want to see some fucking kaiju action, baby.
Why can't they just be friends?
I don't know. Apparently, we're getting another kaiju in the new Suicide Squad movie.
Suicide Squad.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Is it
big old starfish.
Kaiju? Oh, you know, I think I saw that in the trailer. Yeah.
Kind of hate how they spoiled that. I wish they would have kept it a secret.
You need to quit watching trailers. They just make things bad.
I think DC needs to stop making trailers.
I think
They don't know how to keep stuff a secret.
DC just needs to stop making movies.
Like
Unfortunately,
even if I wanted to see Batman versus Superman, I didn't need to because they just showed the whole movie in the
Yeah,
trailer.
I mean, you saved yourself like 2.5 hours. So
Yeah, and then Wonder Woman shows up, and I was like, okay,
And then
well
they show
that
fucking
definitely
what,
should have.
Armageddon or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wait, was that in the trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
they
They
showed
showed
everything in the trailer.
They even showed Superman dying or something like that, didn't they? In one
I
of the
think so.
trailers? I could have sworn they did. Maybe not, but it was stupid.
When Thor Ragnarok came out, they showed his hammer going exploding. And the thing was, and at that stage in my life, I was not watching trailers anymore because they ruined the stuff. And I was sitting in the theater, the lights were still on and stuff, so I was on my phone. I was sitting in the theater. I was like, I'm gonna watch Thor Ragnarok, and I had told my mom that was where I was going earlier. And then she texted me, he's like, "Ooh, I wonder what's gonna happen since Thor's hammer got broken in the trailer." And I was sitting there in the theater like, what? It ruined it.
Oh,
But yeah.
awesome.
Did you guys watch the Snyder Cut though?
Oh, I've been meaning
I did not.
to. I didn't have time Saturday. That's when I was going to do it. I'll probably do it this weekend for sure, though.
It does take 4 hours. It takes an excess because you really should take a break in the middle or something. That's 4 fucking
How many
hours.
people who are weak? Come on. I watched the whole Lord of the Rings trilogy in one day.
Director's cut?
Without taking breaks, like you didn't
Straight
go
up.
make food or pee or.
And then we got food brought to us. How
Wow.
dedicated we were. Peed in a cup.
Uber Eats.
No, we peed in each
Ooh.
other's mouths to stay hydrated.
Oh,
That's
oh
hardcore.
God, that's on the internet forever.
Straight
I'm
in
gonna
the-
clip
Maybe
that and sell it as an
NFT as
NFT.
reward.
Yep. Straight
Oh.
nut to butt, Lord of the Rings action, nonstop all day. Yeah. We didn't watch the director's cut. We did watch all the movies, though, and that was fucking. I never want to do that again. I'll be honest with
I
you.
did that. I haven't done it all in one day. I did it over a weekend. One of these days. I mean, I ain't got a lot going on right now. I could do it. It's gonna burn me out.
Your Foosh over there.
lot of mo-
I watched like
a lot
2
of
war
movie to
movies
watch.
in one day. This is the most exciting thing I've done.
You watch Full Metal Jacket on repeat for a day.
Damn straight.
It's a classic. How dare you?
Maybe throw in some Heartbreak Ridge in there, you know?
All right.
My life is bad.
I'm confused.
I don't
I've never-
expect you guys to know what that is.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Heartbreak
The
Ridge.
one
Is that a
from-
rom com?
Is that a porno? I'm pretty sure that's a porno, right?
Oh,
Pretty
Heartbreak
sure that's
Rim.
the
Oh,
worst
okay.
movie.
I see. I misheard you.
Yeah, I only watch war porn movies. I don't know what you guys like.
Oh.
I see. Man of taste. You ever
You're
see
setting up
the squirt
fucking-
locker? That's my favorite.
Shaving Ryan's privates, or whatever the joke was.
Yeah.
Oh man. I don't know where to go from here. I'll be honest. How do you segue from fucking military porn?
Good question.
Oh, I know how to do it. It's super satisfying to watch.
I don't like where this is going.
This can go a multitude of ways.
I need an
Curious.
adult.
I'm curious. What direction is it going to be, chat? Put your answers in chat now. See if you're right.
Can we run
No.
polls? Is that a thing we can do?
No, I was gonna say, you know what I really like watching, because it's like I feel like military movies are like one of those things where it's just like I just watch when you're bored, or if you just like really want some action. But something I really like watching from time to time is like shows like How It's Made, where it's just like they walk you through
Dude.
like basically just the simple questions of like, oh man, you pick up something one day and you're like, oh fuck, how is this made? How'd they fucking tell you? That's the best kind of satisfaction, man. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I used to watch so much of How It's Made. I'm gonna be honest.
Nah, I did too. Me and my dad would watch it together sometimes. It was fun. We had fond memories together. I left. Joking.
What was? Oh, man.
As he's sitting
How-
in
how
chat
was
probably right
that?
now. Yeah, fuck you, Dad. No.
So, So
What?
what's your favorite thing that you learned how it was made on How It's Made? What was
Dude,
your favorite?
fucking, that's so much shit, man. It's hard to like keep it up there because like it shows like that. Because I was thinking about this the other day too, where it's just like I absorb so much. Like I like watching smart content. If that makes sense, or like makes me feel smart, makes me feel like I'm learning something. But then that shit just goes into the dusty old file cabinet in my mind that just never gets used again, until like
brain
some one random moment where it's like, oh hey man, how are bridges made? I'm like, oh, I fucking know. But I don't know. I
The
think
useless knowledge cabinet.
a lot of the candy is very interesting to me, like kind of like how they make it, and especially like make it on like a mass scale. That always intrigues me.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
I used to watch a lot of shows on like the History Channel and National Geographic. I like watching Fortune Fire a lot.
That one's a cool one.
Sounds a good show.
Dude.
That's the one where they make weapons, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And
That show's awesome.
usually the challenge of like, okay, make these weapon out of this boat anchor or something.
Yeah.
And then like progressively just goes into like each tier. It's a pretty good show, honestly. Like it's cool watching someone who like knows what they're doing, like make it to the end and make something just fucking amazing to look at.
Every time I watch
Yeah.
it, I get more of an urge to want to try blacksmithing so bad.
Dude,
Yeah.
same.
Same.
And then Kobe's sitting
Maybe
over there
you-
like, what the
And then
fuck
you
are
make-
these guys?
Then you make content out of it. Call it Fuchsia's Forge.
Oh, that's actually a good idea, though. What would it
Oh,
cost to
guys,
get, like,
I'm
a build
starting a
one?
business. Who wants to work
I mean,
for me?
fuck, get a forge.
yeah.
I don't think it's too expensive, and then it's just a matter of buying a fucking anvil and then a hammer, and you're good to go theoretically.
Yeah,
How much
because like, a
is
lot
it?
of that
How much
stuff
is an
really
anvil?
like the furnace and stuff. You can like make on your own.
You don't even
Yeah, like,
necessarily need a
engineering
gas
and,
furnace. You could do it old school and go like coal and make like a.
That's
no,
what I'm
no.
saying. You can like make your own stuff. You know.
There was legit a dude on the show who used like an old satellite dish and wood.
Yep. Yep. I mean, it's really
Yep.
just comes down to like how hot you can get it and the type of metal you're putting in there and working with, and that's really it. So, just the most expensive
can
thing would
get-
be metal, but you could repurpose so many things to melt it down and use that.
True. Would be I mean, hobbies where you make things are fun. And like blacksmithing is super hipster because nobody does it.
Dude, it's fucking weird how it's coming around again. I don't fucking understand it.
Yeah. But I like it. I don't understand it, but I like it.
Dude, well, it's so fun watching like the fucking like the oh, I can't think of the word, but just like videos of them where they speed it up, and like you just like start to finish, someone making a sword from like literally like a block of steel, and it's just like, God damn, that gets me harder than porn. Jesus,
Right.
got me damn
I
near
love
busting in my pants, man. Jeez, in a 19th century fucking bronze sword or whatever. Oh, fuck yeah.
I love seeing those projects where they make things in a traditional way, like making swords in a traditional way, or making like there's I think they're a white supremacist group, so I'm sorry for I don't know their names, so I'm not even gonna say it, but they made like a whole like Viking village from scratch on their own because that's how they do.
Wasn't that
Like,
Whoa.
Wasn't there a place in like France or England that they're making a castle from like basically like how they did it back then. Same tools and methods.
That's probably, yeah, I think I heard about that too. It's just a cool kind of project.
I dig it. I dig
Yeah.
it.
If I get enough expendable money and time, I think it'd be cool to get a bunch of people together and like buy a bunch of lumber and make like a long ship and take it out on a lake.
Oh,
That'd be
God.
fucking
And then
amazing.
it sinks.
Yeah, and that's why you have life jackets. But it's all part of the journey.
That'd be neat. I definitely go live on that castle for like a year
All right.
or like a summer. I think that'd be it.
I heard you can rent castles for cheaper than you can rent some New York apartments.
I believe that.
That doesn't surprise me.
Ooh.
New York, man,
Yeah.
which is stupid. That's a whole nother
Yeah.
conversation. Fuck that. Fuck renting.
Yeah.
Gross.
I feel that.
I don't know, let's do it. Let's next
Alright.
year. Next year, if this podcast gets crazy enough, right, big enough, let's all try blacksmithing together.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say rent a castle.
No, fuck renting a castle. That would be cool.
Nah,
One of my
that could be
Well,
our
hold
idea.
on.
That's how it blows us up. We be a podcast. We just film a bunch of podcast episodes in a castle.
in a castle.
And then we buy the castle and open up a forge in the castle.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
go.
Full circle, baby. We're gonna do it. We're gonna be famous in a
And
castle.
everything we sell from the forge comes with an NFT.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no, that's how we sell it. We don't actually sell the sword, right? We just take a really good high pixeled picture of it, and then we sell it as an NFT. Boom, baby,
Beautiful.
we're in business. Oh man. There we go. Oh, we got it, man. We're made. Fuck a gaming house. Gaming castle. That's where it's at.
Gaming castle. Hell yeah.
Would you guys?
Too bad we just gave
Go
this
ahead.
idea to the internet, so they're going to do it first.
Nah, fuck them. This is our NFT. Quick, put our idea, put the video on a blockchain so they can't steal it.
There you go.
But how do you guys feel about living in like a community or like a compound with like all your friends and family? Would that be good or bad? Being
feel
that
like at
close to
first-
everybody for a
At
long period of
first,
time.
it'd be all right, but then like after a little bit, everyone's getting on everyone's nerves. Everyone's trying to throw down everybody in the courtyard. Yeah.
There's also a fine line before you just are a cult, because that's what the cults do.
Maybe.
Like, all it takes is one charismatic crazy person to get in charge, and suddenly he's having sex with all the women because it's a sin for you to do it, but
Yeah,
he's
thanks.
taking that sin for you.
Next thing you know, the ATF and FBI is shooting up your house.
Oh, that took a
This
turn. I
isn't
apologize,
fucking
guys.
amazing
I just
backdrop.
I just wanted to see if that would be fun. I think it'd be fun. I mean, I'll be honest. Like one of my dreams was to like not a dream, but I've always wanted to like just get like live in a house, like a gaming house, like with the buds, with the bros. I think that'd be fun as fuck.
See, that would be fun.
That would be fun. See,
That's
Maybe-
very
maybe-
gaming house
maybe-
with your
just
friends
imagine it.
would be fun. Living in a compound with your family doesn't sound
Okay, maybe
fun.
not family. I was more emphasizing on the friends than family, but I threw it out there as a
Also,
maybe subject.
Calling it a compound gives a very different vibe, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Okay,
Are we living in,
fine.
like a
That-
prison.
Living in an apartment.
See, he said compound. That's how I said. Well, you know the word.
How we got on the way to there.
Stroke. Anyway,
Like
someone else
it's
can
the
speak.
compound. It's the compound homeschooling. Okay, it's not the best, but we're working on it. We're trying to form a society.
Oh, we're learning shapes tomorrow.
Oh boy. Well, let's start a cult.
You all
I'm down.
know you need a compound idiot.
Compound idiot.
Alright.
So it makes us all feel better about ourselves choosing to live here. Yeah.
I think we could start a cult.
I think it's easy.
Yeah.
I mean,
And people are desperate these days. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty susceptible for joining a cult right now.
well,
So
Just bring in the Kool-Aid.
depends on what flavor.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite flavor of Kool-Aid?
cyanide.
I have not had a flavor that I didn't like. Okay.
Damn, why you gotta take it that way, huh? Come on.
Is that not
It's
the
a
poison that they use?
Simple question, man. Come on.
We're
What
talking
flavor
about
of
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid do you like?
And if you say it by its actual name and not the color, you're a fucking psychopath.
Does it have actual names? I don't think I know any actual names.
Color.
Of
I mean,
Kool-Aid.
there's several
don't
red
either.
ones, you piece of shit. Like, what? You got like tropical
this is-
punch. You got
this-
fucking like watermelon or whatever. You got like fucking strawberry. Like, come on, man.
No. See, this is the same as Gatorade. If you call Gatorade by its actual name, not its color, same thing.
I
You're
call it
fucking
Gatorade by Gatorade. Like, I don't know what the fuck your deal is.
What about if it's like one of the fancy ones where it's like
No.
Riptide Rush and it's like that weird blue purple?
psychopath. That's what you call it. It's like, I want that weird blue purple one.
You're dumb, Foosh. God,
You're dumb. This is just how it is. All right. I don't make the rules.
it's stupid. I like the white one. Yeah, I think it's actually like what it's like the mystery flavor one. I really dig that one. Or like
Yeah.
the invisible one? The invisible one,
Is the cherry one.
fucking kicked ass, man.
Like the
Like the white one.
isn't the,
Not the mystery one,
The
but it's
white
like
one.
it's like it was like an invisible one. It was like its own
like a
flavor.
cherry one.
Isn't the mystery one the clear one?
I don't know, man. And now I'm starting.
Because if it's got a color, then you know it's not a mystery.
Oh, it doesn't have a color though.
It tastes like white.
Yeah. And white's everything. No, it's not. Black would be everything.
Yeah, I see. My favorite Kool-Aid flavor, I don't really know. It's like a weird. It's more of like a pinkish kind of color.
Oh, like pink
It's
lemonade.
called Sharkleberry. It's called Sharkleberry Thin, and it tastes real
I
good.
remember that one. Actually. I remember the
Yeah.
packaging of it.
Yeah, that shit's fucking good.
Yeah,
Apparently, I make a mean Kool-Aid.
I mean, you put 2 cups of sugar in anything, it's gonna taste good.
Yeah, you gotta put it there.
Nah, man, the pink lemonade was good. The orange was good. The strawberry was good. It was all fucking good, man.
I don't.
It was all good.
Pretty sure I've never had a flavor of Kool-Aid. I was like, oh, this isn't good.
Because you're mostly tasting sugar, I think.
Fuck you, Adam. Quit trying to
I'm
ruin
not
the
saying-
fun.
Yeah.
God.
I'll be honest.
My diabetes says
surprised
fuck
them.
you.
Did you guys get the packets, or were you cool enough to get like the stuff?
We got packets.
Oh, see, it was invisible grape.
Packets.
Invisible grape. That was the flavor.
Invisible grape.
Yeah, clear
would they make
drink,
grape the
great
invisible
fruity
flavor?
taste. I don't know.
I mean, with actual grapes, it's only the skin that's colored purple, right?
Technically.
So, I mean, maybe
fun
they made
fact.
it actual with it.
Fun fact about grapes: did you know if you put 2 grapes in the microwave and you get them close enough together, they can make plasma?
I have heard that before, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, they have to be
I'm
exact.
about to go
Because
break
the grape is the same size as a microwave. So then if you put 2 of them together in between the grapes, forms plasma. Look
What
it up.
size of grape you need?
I don't know, man. Just look it up. There's a cool video on it.
That's
But get
fair.
back to Kool-Aid. Yeah, no, okay, cherry. Cherry can go suck a fucking butt. Fuck cherry.
I like cherry.
Go
It's
this.
fine.
No, you're off the podcast. Get out of here.
Wait,
Seriously though, you like cherry?
if the stream actually picked up the noise or not.
No, I don't. You like cherry?
I also screen. Whoops. Anyway,
You like cherry?
yeah, I think cherry's a
Do
fine
you
flavor.
two
I
like
black
cherry?
Yeah.
I can't tell you the
I'm
last
not a
time I
picky
had cherry
person,
Kool-Aid.
man.
So
There isn't like really a food or drink. You're gonna be like, hey, do you like? You know, what I mean, there's like really not much I hate.
Yeah,
You
I
like
feel
cherry though?
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with cherry.
You guys are fucking gross, dude. Cherry anything is just ass. Just liquid
Yeah.
ass bottled. Like cherry Coke, fuck that. I'm pissing off so many people, but fuck it. It's gross.
I mean, it's definitely like more bottom tier Coke, but there's nothing wrong with cherry Coke.
I
Oh.
quite like the vanilla cherry Coke.
Yeah,
Vanilla
cherry
is
vanilla
fine.
Coke's like my favorite.
No, vanilla's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, make some.
But when you had to go the cherry route, fuck that, man. They have a green apple flavor? Oh, I didn't know that.
Ooh.
Coke?
No.
Oh,
No. Speaking of
Oh,
weird flavors, though, did you Pepsi mango flavored? Doesn't that sound weird?
I tried a
Mm.
sip of it. My
weird.
mom got some actually.
Is it good?
It actually is because you taste more of the mango and not the Pepsi, and I don't like
Mm.
Pepsi.
I'm not a big Pepsi fan.
So I'm guessing you guys never. Did you guys ever try that cinnamon Pepsi or whatever when they had that?
I did try that.
No, I
It
didn't.
was
How
bad.
was? I never tried it.
Good.
I didn't think it was gonna be good, so I never tried it.
It's like if your uncle handed you his half can of Pepsi and he also spit like 5 chewed up wads of Big Red. That's pretty
Oh,
much what it tastes like.
Well, I will never be trying that.
oh, if I just
Damn.
get a can of Pepsi and some wintergreen.
Yeah,
Mix it. Okay.
yeah, it's
Yikes.
bad. It's not good. It's bad.
Huh. Okay. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of bad drink flavors that I don't know why they think on the I don't know how many steps it has to go through where stupid people are like, this is a good idea.
Oh, actually, good question for everyone. What's your dream flavor of soda? Could be any soda combined with any flavor.
Mountain Dew that doesn't give me diabetes.
Oh, I second.
I'm not sure that's a flavor, but I'll take it.
Oh, hey, Dew Zero. It's close.
I mean, yeah, that is true. Dew Zero is so much better than regular Mountain Dew.
Oh, dude, it's so good. What about you, Kobe? What's your fave? And so what's the dream combo? Dream flavor?
I mean, Coke is my all-time favorite.
I know,
But-
right? It's hard to think of what flavor you'd want because, your go-to
Because
like
a
Coke?
vanilla Coke is just like god tier.
Vanilla orange
good.
Coke.
I've had that
Ooh.
because
Also
they were
good.
selling that. They still sell that, and it's pretty good.
Nope.
I do like it.
Yeah, Coke vanilla is
Because
pretty
I've
good.
tried all those flavors of Coke. Like I've had lemon Coke.
I had
All
that
the
one, too.
freestyle flavors of Coke. I've tried them. God, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know where to start thinking
Good
of a
question.
good
Can't
flavor.
even answer it. Well, that's a hard one. It's a doozy. It's a brain teaser. Think about that next time you're laying a log in the toilet.
I might need to do that.
What are you guys' thoughts on Mountain Dew Code Red? Fucking love the stuff.
I feel like it just tastes like Gatorade, but fizzy.
Really? To be honest, I haven't. I don't remember the last time I had Code Red. I think last time I had Code Red was I was playing. Never mind. I can't remember what game I was playing. I remember it. I just can't remember the name.
Probably Call of Duty.
No, it wasn't Call of Duty. It was oh man, dude, it was like a fucking third person or first person shooter. It was like Command and Conquer. I can't even think of it.
I mean that is a game.
It is a game, but normally it's an RTS. I can't remember if it's Command and Conquer. I thought they had a shooter. Either way, look, think about it next time you're on the toilet. What flavor? Come back maybe next week. Otherwise, that's going to be it for this podcast this week. I don't know why I said that so weird. Hopefully next week we will be on YouTube. I think the 24 hours should be up by then, hopefully. And we're going to give that a shot, mainly just because I'm lazy and I don't want to take the video and upload it to YouTube. So we're going to try YouTube, see how that goes. So you can for sure catch us there next week. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel already, feel free to scroll down on our Twitch channel and click the big YouTube icon. And that should take you to our page where you can subscribe. Otherwise, that's it. We're done.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Forever.
Hi.
Take it
Last
easy.
See
call
the
on
same.
Twitch.
Don't touch the squid. Bye.